Dear friends, we have received a question from one of our subscribers. He hasn't disclosed his name, but let's first listen to his question and then we come back.
Hello, sir. So my questions for today is, sir, don't you think Pakistan is over-dependent on China, or especially on its economy? Isn't it very smart move to get the diplomatic relations with India normalized? Isn't it very useful for, or is a smart move for Pakistan, or Pakistan wants to be like this only, or Pakistan wants to go with China only? Is it the strategy, or is it the strategic move of Pakistan?
Thank you very much for your question, which has two parts. One is that has Pakistan put all its eggs in the Chinese basket? And second, doesn't Pakistan think that if its relations with India improve, it will be good for Pakistan? To your first question, I do not agree with you, though we do have a strategic partnership with China. But we have good relations with, at least we try to have good relations with all the countries around the world. We have relations with the US, we have good relations with Britain, we have good relations with other major countries, with the Arab world as well. Though there have been ups and downs as well, but overall, while we retain, maintain, strengthen our strategic relationship with China, we do not, we are not oblivious to our relations with other countries. And our dependence on China, again, I think that is not correct, though there is a flagship project of Belt and Road Initiative, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, that is in the process, but that doesn't mean that we do not have investment from other sources. So our nature of our relationship with China is unique, I would say, and we would very much like to strengthen it, but that doesn't mean that we are putting all our eggs in the Chinese basket. China is our friend, our ally, but China, I think, also understands that Pakistan has every right to have good relations with other countries like China does. China, despite, our problems with India, China does have good, not good, but trade and other relations with India as well. So, and Pakistan doesn't object to those relations. To your second question, yes, Pakistan does want to have a good relationship with India as well. And the history of Pakistan-India relations, the core issue, the root cause of our problems is the long-standing Jammu and Kashmir dispute. And unfortunately, India has been kind of procrastinating on that issue. It is not very forthcoming to settle this matter once and for all. And that is the crux of the matter. Even today, if you're not engaged bilaterally, that is primarily because of what India did on 5th August 2019. By revoking Articles 370 and 35A, India created a new situation, and it's a new stalemate between Pakistan and India. And I personally don't feel that there is any space left between Pakistan and India to put the talks or dialogue process back on track on their own. They would need a third-party mediation, and I have been saying this and writing about this, that it is the US which can play some meaningful role between Pakistan and India. Important is not to have talks for the sake of talks. Important is to have meaningful, constructive talks so that the issues which kind of bedevil our relations, they are resolved once and for all, whether it is Jammu and Kashmir, Siachen, Sar Creek, other issues as well. So Pakistan does want to have normal relations with India, but as they say, it takes two to tango. Pakistan cannot improve this hostile relationship on its own. If India is not responding, if India is impervious to our gestures, then obviously those gestures have their own limitations. So Pakistan can go to an extent. Beyond that, it is important for India to respond and respond constructively. So long as India is suffering from its hubristic attitude towards Pakistan, I do not see any possibility of rapprochement or any possibility of any normalization of bilateral relations between India and Pakistan. So let's hope that things would get normal. The new administration, the US administration will find it appropriate, or they will be able to explore possibilities as to how to mediate between the two countries, but off stage. There is no need to make mediation a point for public discussion. So if some US effort is made behind the scenes, then one can expect that things may get better. But for that to happen, India India must realize that unless the Jammu and Kashmir dispute is resolved, there is simply no possibility Pakistan and India can ever build mutual trust, and that is, I think, the nub of the issue. So thank you very much for your question, and I hope that you will keep sending your questions and you will stay in touch. Thank you very much.